Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look at from the Transformers Rise of the Beast Studio Series line. This is Core Class Noah Diaz in his exosuit. Now, right off the top, let me just say a few things. Number one, for those of you who've seen the film, you obviously know that this is not how Noah looked. As we all know by now, Hasbro has to get early designs of the characters that are going to appear in the film to make the toys so that they're released on, when the movie is in theaters. Now, regardless of what happened during Rise of the Beast, that's just what happens. And the designers at the studio, they're allowed and very freely continue to work on and improve the designs almost right up to the end of the film, but that the film will be released. So this was an early working design of how Noah would look in his exosuit. Now, for those of you who have not seen the film, I can't help you, but just to explain, at some point Mirage becomes gravely injured. I'm not sure if they actually say Mirage dies, but he basically gives up himself to become an exosuit for Noah to help the Autobots fight Scourge and the Terracons. And at the end, he is restored. Mirage is restored, and it goes on from there. So we never see Noah transform into anything, but the exosuit is there. And in fact, I think it's very close to what we have underneath here. Now, this is like an aerial type drone. And let me also just say, yes, this is a core class figure. It is very simple, but I feel Hasbro put a lot of effort into it that you can get a lot of different things out of it. So I appreciate that. So I like it. The wings are articulated. Interestingly enough, um, they kind of show the wings being out in this mode, but you can also, if it's landing, have it in because they also show the wings being out in the uh, humanoid exosuit mode. So yeah, there is that. Um, so we might as well just get into the transformation right now. Now this is my own personal preference, but in exosuit mode, I like to have the wings in to have it as compact as possible. Next, go ahead and remove the front here, the little blaster, which would be the handgun in vehicle mode. Go ahead and we're going to double accordion the tail section. It does peg into the back of the legs here, and you can also just go ahead and fold the feet out. They kind of, the heels sit in grooves in the back of the legs. They don't really peg in, and the legs don't peg together. I kind of would have liked the legs to peg together, but seeing as how the tail fin pegs into the back of the leg, I kind of understand why not. Next, you want to double accordion back the canopy, and it'll sit just like so. Now, my own personal preference, I rotate the head around. I kind of think it sits a little bit better in vehicle mode, but that is not part of the instructions, and your mileage may vary. Finally, unpeg the arms from the back of the uh, drone. There's tabs on the forearm that fit in slots there. Both hands have 3 millimeter ports, but the blaster can only fit into the hand that doesn't have the blade attached. And there we have Noah Diaz in its exosuit mode. Very nice, very simple transformation. But wait, there's more. The drone is removable. So go ahead and do that. Let's take the hand weapon, reattach it to the front of the drone, just like so. Now, unfortunately, there is a little bit of wiggle room, so you might have to play with it a little to make sure it's completely lined up straight. Oops, that was my fault. You'll notice once you remove the uh, the back the figure, there's a little post here. fold it down. Now the instructions show having the wings folded out. That, again, that's up to you. I think just for cleanliness, leave them folded in. And basically, that's a 5 millimeter post. You have a hand weapon for a larger transformer. Kind of cool. Let's fold. And while we have that off, here's really Noah in that drone suit, which I think it looks a little bit closer to what uh, he had in the movie. I don't think the colors are exactly accurate, at least according to the packaging. You have ball joints in the shoulders, ball joints in the elbow, ball joint head. Very expressive. I dig it. Ball jointed waist that allows for a lot of movement. Ball joint at the hips, single jointed knee, but you get 90 degrees out of it, and ball joint at the ankle, so you have a wide range of movement. Now, I need your guys' help. Is this figure, just the figure, not with the drone attached, is this the same size as the new Diaclone figures that Takara has been releasing? At first, I wanted to say no, it was a little too big, but having it in hand and seeing what they've looked like, I almost want to say yes. I unfortunately don't have one that's handy. Obviously, also, this is much smaller than a G.I. Joe figure, which I think would have been kind of cool to make the exosuit figure out of. Going ahead and reattaching the backpack, the two tabs, slots on the back of the exosuit, just like that, snaps in very nicely. Reattaching the blaster. Um, most most of the articulation is still very usable, believe it or not. You do still have like the hip rotation, the waist rotation, stuff like that. So yeah, of course it's a little limited, obviously, because you have a drone on the back, but it's not as bad as it could be. And let me stress that. I mean, again, I think Hasbro knew that this was going to be a very simple figure, so there was a concentrated effort on the articulation, and I think it works out very well. I got this figure off of Macari because people were finding it early in Target, but this is being recorded on a Saturday. Yesterday, Friday, the 13th, I actually found out that these are starting to ship from Amazon.com. So if you go there now, they might be in stock, or it might be like still pre-order, but it'll start shipping sooner than you think. Yes, it's again that issue where figures that were supposed to come much later in the month or even next month are shipping sooner. It is what it is. This is what we have to deal with. But to be honest, I did have to pay a little extra, and there is that trade-off. Um, I'm happy with my purchase. I don't mind it. What I would love to see is the figure without the drone repainted, maybe in a set, maybe in the 86 movie exosuit colors as like a modern take on exosuit Spike, and then maybe the drones released separately as a pack because I mean at I mean to do a multi-pack where these are actually retailing for around 12, $13, that might be a bit much. So maybe if you split the drone from the figures, that can cut the cost a little. And I mean, because I just like to see them in different colors. I think in that bluish white from the movie, it would look nice. Uh, Maybe with a little bit more of this blue color, which obviously comes from Mirage. So there are possibilities. But other than that, that's about it for the review. Very simple figure, but I think it does a lot. So there is that trade-off. If you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe. It does help with the algorithm. And I got to be honest, while I always appreciate the views, the likes, comments, and subscriptions help to promote my channel and the videos through algorithms. And in doing so, it gets my videos out to more people. It's a very tough time now where I'm having Myself and other reviewers are having to compete against guys overseas who are getting figures way early, um, stolen off of the factory assembly lines in from Vietnam and China, but mostly Vietnam. So any way that you can help get my videos out, I greatly appreciate. I also have a Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month and $12 a year. And the reason I do that is, unlike other individuals who have Patreons where they have a tiered pricing structure, I really have nothing to offer. So I just go with the cheapest amount. And really, all that does is to help me help me to help you. Little joke there. Uh, Keep up the infrastructure of the channel and bring figures like Noah to you. Um, a few days early here and there really does make a difference. But, and I always want to stress this, and I've said this from the beginning. If the dollar a month, $12 a year, because it is $12 is a bit much. Don't worry about it. Your views are thanks enough. Patreon is just the cherry on top of an already generous Sunday. So that's about it. Once again, this is your old pal Chuck for Noah Diaz in his exosuit.